Hello.
Hello, how is everybody? So hopefully we're back in our usual, our preferred positioning.
We're going to try. See how I do.
So if there's any screaming, it'll be from her, and it won't be my fault. But anyway, before we get started, real quick, got a couple. Sorry, I'm reaching off the screen, but
super cool 3D stuff.
Which I'm hoping I don't break. I'm trying to get it up here to the screen. Cord is not as long
it's
as
plugged
I thought.
in, so that's why. You're going to have to hold it up in the air.
So it's a nightstand light, Superman.
Also has attachments to hang, apparently, but we also have Batman. Yay!
These are super cool, kind of like the ones that used to be in our window. Well, technically still are in our window, just are kind of washed out and dead from 6 years in the sun. But put this in your bedroom, that won't be a problem.
We also have Flash and Wonder Woman, right?
On
had
order,
already come in. But Derek said he'd never seen them, so I thought I'd mention them in case you didn't know we actually have them. They're here. If you want to see them, let me know. We also have cool T-shirts. It's a check sheet for your D&D character. You can have it right on your T-shirt, and on the back you have your.
And say what is the back is something else, some other kind of
spells.
Yeah, spells and saving throws.
I'll probably wear mine for Free RPG Day, which is June 20-something.
Yeah.
We couldn't remember. We forgot to look. Sorry about that. We also have a new HeroClix set coming out. We have pre-release on Thursday, right?
Yeah, the pre-release is Thursday night.
Avengers 60.
The set itself will release in 2 weeks.
So there's cool little mini statues of the Avengers. There you go.
Hey, Brian, how are you? All right, so
it's previews week.
Well, previews. No Marvel. No. We do have Marvel. We do have Marvel. We don't have DC.
It's the first time we've had DC after Marvel, I think. But no advertising two books that we have previews of: Sacrificers and Met Cadets. Immortal Thor is coming, apparently. The God of Thunder is reborn. Because, nobody stays dead in superhero world. And Uncanny Avengers is coming with my girl.
That is an interesting alignment of people. Captain America and Deadpool on the same team. I have trouble with that, but okay, whatever.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
That'd make for an interesting movie.
He's a very straight. Captain America's very straight, and Deadpool is not. Straight man, not
in every way.
Well, that's true too.
All right, so on with the books.
All 8 Eyes.
Number 2. I read number 1. I really enjoyed it. I'm curious to see where this goes.
This is a 4-issue miniseries
from Dark Horse Comics.
And we have a Trevor Henderson variant cover,
which is really creepy.
That is very creepy. So this is a super, super fun series that is coming from Image Comics, The Ambassadors. It's 6 issues.
Number 5.
Each issue is an individual who is representing their country with borrowed superpowers. So she's running it, and this is Australia.
Borrowed superpowers or granted superpowers?
They can take them from the bank, and then.
Okay.
Yeah. This is Matteo Bafagni's
it's the black and white version
of the A cover. Lanil Francis Yu has done a variant cover. Then we also have a special edition second print of number 3.
Oh, cool. I need to read that.
And a third print special edition of number 1.
Issues 1, well, actually 1 through 3 have all sold out. Issue 1 and 2 are doing really nice back secondary market. There we go. That's the word. Sales. So I'm really curious to see how the rest of the series plays out.
And that is the one that we still have.
Yep.
Batman and the Joker Deadly Duo number 7 of 7. We have the 1:25 ratio variant that showed up this week, as well as the 1:50, which is really nice.
That is a really fun cover. I like that a lot. Mark Silvestri's done some really nice artwork on this series. Sorry, I'm half on, half off.
Nicole Semezia has done the A cover for Tim Drake Robin. And then Sergei Acuna has done the variant cover.
And what letter are they off? Oh, Batman?
It's Batman.
Oh, okay.
Remember I said he wasn't selling very well under
Gotcha.
Tim Drake, so we moved into Batman,
Gotcha.
and the last 2 issues have sold out. So obviously that worked.
I really like that cover. That is a nice cover.
We have Biden's Titans versus Elon Musk. Billionaire tyrant Elon Musk has finally gone too far in his quest to control the world, and only one superhero team can stop him, Biden's Titans. And now America's favorite presidential supergroup have gained a new teammate, the mutant/actor known to mankind as Johnny Depp. Sadly, the Titans also attract a dangerous new enemy, Depp and Musk's angry ex, Amber Heard. The Biden's Titans saga stupidly continues in this shocking 4th chapter. And hey, covers A through D connect to form one massive image, man. Includes a bonus pull-out poster.
So I should have brought a copy up here, and I didn't think about it. And it's really hard to see, but this is actually the 4 different covers, which combine to form one giant gatefold poster, are an homage to the 1991 X-Men #1, which we had a facsimile come in for last week. It's just the way they're in the original. That is Rogue. They're taking a poop. She's not taking a poop in the X-Men one, but anyway, continue.
Blue Book from Dark Horse Comics is on issue number 4, and this is a Elsa Chartier variant cover. And we have Chris Sheehan 1 in 10 full art, which you took off before anybody even got to see it. You put your arm across it before anybody.
I'm sorry.
It's a car and a spaceship. And I read this issue. It kind of pulls it together. So it kind of makes it more of a story as opposed to individual
that's good
things. Robert Hondoko has done the cover for Changelings number 4 from Vizzy 8.
We've got that one trailer, and I'm already drawing a blank on what that one trailer is for. Oh, I know what it's for.
Okay. City Boy. You need to move the thing
Sorry.
so I can read. First seen in Wildstorm's 30th anniversary special and Lazarus Planet Legends Reborn, there's a new Korean hero named City Boy, or at least that's the best translation of what the cities call him. City Boy, aka Cameron Kim, is just trying to make a living by using his powers of being able to speak to cities to find lost and hidden goods to pawn, and it's only just enough to get by. And those abilities mean he hears everything, everywhere, all the time, including each city's histories and the truths behind them. It's very loud in his head and something he has to live with. As his powers get stronger, the cities start forming animal avatars from scraps in order to physically travel alongside him on his adventures. Of course, Gotham is a rat avatar made of city scraps. But what about Metropolis, Woodhaven, Amnesty Bay, or even Themyscira? And not all cities are so kind.
So I read the first issue. I in spite of the bizarre sounding description, I actually enjoyed it. It's a pretty good book. They don't really go into the he listens to the cities, but they're clearly he finds things because the city told him where to look. Although we don't go into the city talking to him kind of nonsense. Which I guess I shouldn't call the concept of the book and his powers nonsense. But anyway, like I said, I enjoyed it in spite of the.
How is it any worse than a superhero that listens to technology? I mean, it's the same thing.
I guess.
All right, another number 1, Daredevil and Echo.
Something stirs beneath Hell's Kitchen, co-written by Taboo from the Black Eyed Peas. For months, the bloodthirsty and demonic Demogoblin has been kidnapping children for reasons unknown. In this series, Daredevil and Echo discover why, as Demogoblin works to wake up an ancient and powerful evil deep within the bowels of the city. Reunited at last with Echo, herself fresh from a brief time as the host of the Phoenix Force, it falls to Daredevil to stop Demogoblin and save not only the children, but everyone in New York.
I missed her losing the Phoenix Power. How did she lose the Phoenix Power?
I don't read Daredevil, or Avengers, so I have no idea.
Well, she wasn't. I mean, she had her own series. She didn't lose it at the end of her series.
I don't know.
What did they do? I liked her as.
Well, she won't have the Phoenix Force in her Disney Plus series, so they had to get rid of it.
That's not fair. Darkwing Duck is on number 5. And we have a variant cover by Mirka Andolfo for Darkwing Duck number 5. Frank Frazetta's Dawn Attack is on number 4. Dead Romans is a 6-issue miniseries. We're on number 3. And we have a variant cover by Kyle Charles. And we have a full art variant by Nick Menakovich.
Sorry, straightening my hat. My head was crooked.
DC Ruby, Megan Hetrick did the main cover of number 4, and Mirka Andolfo has done the variant cover.
I actually like that variant cover.
Well, we're fans of Mirka Andolfo. All right, they're unstoppable. They're the Doom Patrol. This is issue number 3.
Apparently guest starring the Green Lanterns.
Mikkel Janin has done a variant cover.
More Green Lanterns.
And Dennis Culver has done the variant cover, which is foil. I'll let Derek hold that up over there and wiggle it so you can actually see the gold foil.
Wiggle it just a little bit.
It's super fun.
That is very fun.
And it's like darkish, like he would be metallic. I mean, he's metallic, so
yeah, that is an awesome cover, folks. That is an awesome cover.
Saturday Morning Adventures. We're back with Dungeons and Dragons number 3. And there's a variant cover for Dungeons and Dragons number 3. Super fun. Wesley Snipes, Exiled. We're on, what number are we on? 4. Number 4 for this one as well. And there's the variant cover.
From Whatnot Comics.
Boom Studios has gone back to The Expanse with Dragon Tooth. It's going to be a 12-issue series, and this is number 2.
This continues from the ending of the TV show.
And Jung Yun has done the variant cover. All right, another number 1 from Asylum Press, Fearless Dawn the Bomb. It's going to be a 5-issue series. The origin of Fearless Dawn is finally told. This is a great jumping on point for any comic book fans who's not familiar with this funny, sexy, stumbling superheroine. Learn how the awkward Prissy Jones gets her superpowers and how she creates her own costume of moose elks, action gloves, and whoop-ass utility belt. Fearless Dawn comics have always been about great art and fun frolics, and this latest offering is no exception. Artist-writer Stephen Mannion whips up some of the craziest comic book tales this side of the Goon and Mad magazine. This comic was previously offered as the Bomb trade paperback from 2010. New art and pages have been added, and previously published pages have been reworked.
We have a quick trailer for
Fearless Dawn.
Thank you.
And we're back.
Well, the trailer kept going, but I'm not really sure why. So we'll cut it off there.
But we have another number 1, so it's okay, because this is Feeder.
Lee Kidd was the most famous action movie hero of the 80s, but he's fallen on hard times. With his life in a downward spiral, Kidd has become a shadow of his former self, turning to a life of crime as an enforcer for a local crime boss. When he's given a new job, can he bring himself to complete it, or is he being given a chance to change his ways? This is from Sumerian Comics, a 5-issue miniseries.
Is that like a Alex Arnold Schwarzenegger knockoff cover there?
Yes, that is definitely a Terminator homage cover.
So, Flashpoint Special Edition. That's right. The Flashpoint movie's coming out. And the Flash movie, which is actually Flashpoint.
Which has a lot to do with Flashpoint, yep.
Yep. So they have put out a special edition of Flashpoint for you from 2011, right? Yes. 2011 was when Flashpoint came out to begin with. But now we have basically a facsimile, but they call it a special edition.
If you haven't read Flashpoint, you definitely want to give this a try so that you can find out how awesome the miniseries was and get it in trade.
Flesh-Eating Cheerleaders, the art book, volume 2.
Alrighty then. This is the uncensored edition, although oddly enough, the cover is censored. That's kind of strange. I'm guessing inside she's not holding a head in front of her boobies, huh?
The Forged, number 3. Have you read The Forged?
Book. I have not. Oversized book here from Image Comics.
All right, another number 1 from Marvel Comics this time. It's Fury, who is Scorpio, S.C.O.O. A glamorous rogue agent with a deadly secret lures Nick Fury into an action thriller of a lifetime. His father's Following the Trail opens never-before-seen Fury files from the howling 40s, the swinging 60s, and today. But it takes more than one Nick Fury to unlock a mystery decades in the making and to answer the question, who is Scorpio?
Although it's a little bit dark for me, I like this this Steranko homage cover. If you're familiar at all with the Nick Fury series from the 60s, it was awesome covers. This is very reminiscent of those. And that is the Nick Fury. Well, I guess that's more actually the Nick Fury from the 40s, really.
Howling Commandos.
Yeah. And then we have the current edition of the Marvel Universe Nick Fury, made to look exactly like the dude in the movies. Courtesy of Brian Bendis and the Ultimate Universe.
All right. Dawn of DC continues. And by the way, if you didn't get your primer, be sure to ask us because we have plenty of free copies available of the Dawn of DC primer. This is Green Arrow number 2. And David Nakayama has done a super fun
I love that
red.
cover. That is very fun.
Marcio Takara has done the AAPI Heritage Month. And Sean Izakskis has done the design variant.
All of these are some very good, very solid covers, in my opinion.
And last but certainly not least, Ejikure has done the 1:25 ratio variant.
Not a huge Green Arrow fan, generally speaking, but number 1 was a really good series, and I'm very curious to see where it goes.
Number 1 was a good series.
But number 1 was a good issue. Start to the series, and I'm very curious to see where it goes.
Griffin, the Galaxy's Most Wanted from Whatnot Publishing. This is number 2. And Nicole Izzo has done a fun variant cover. I like that. Guardians of the Galaxy is a second printing of number 1 there for you. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be grown-up exploding Groot or what.
It's what it looks like.
These are out of order. Okay. Harley Quinn! Issue number 30. That's right. Harley Quinn is 30. And Jenny Frison has done the variant cover.
Super fun variant cover there.
And David Nakayama has done the Gorge 125.
That is a lot of fun.
I like David Nakayama.
He's a really solid cover artist.
It is. Bram Revel has done the cover for Harrower number 4.
I've got to get caught up on this one.
Hellcat. I was trying to think maybe Hellcat was just going to be 2 issues, but is back with number 3. And we have a Betsy Cola variant.
That's a lot of fun.
And a David Baldeon variant. That's the Spider-Verse variant.
The Spider-Verse variant. Interesting cover. They should give names to the Spider-Verse characters on the cover.
From Blood Moon Comics, we have Hone of Orcs #2. From Image Comics, we have Indigo Children #3. And this is a good story. This is one of the books I had to read. You know, I allowed myself 4 or 5 issues to read during check-in, and this is one of them. Alex Dito has done a second printing of #2, so you can get caught up if you want to. Marvel's facsimile this week is Iron Man #1, the big premiere issue. Michael Janin has done the A cover for Justice Society of America, #4. And Yannick Paquette and Nathan Fairbairn did the variant cover. Kamen Rider 01 is on issue #4. So is Kara, Guardian of the Realms from Vizzy 8. The Neighbors is on issue #3. The variant cover here is by Becca Lee.
That is a creepy, creepy cover.
And we have a 1 in 15 by Inihooki Lee.
Another book I haven't read #2 yet. #1 was really, really good.
Nemesis finished up last week or the week before. But we have a second printing of #4 of that 5-issue series. It's Alive Comics and William Van Horn bring us Nervous Rex #2.
I don't remember having another #1. That's not #1. That's why. It's been a while.
Yes, it has been a long while. Ben Temple Smith has done the cover for Nightclub #5. This will be a 6-issue series, and there is a black and white of that cover, which is fun. And even better still, Juan Ramirez has done a second printing of #4, so you can get caught up on Nightclub as well. And these are all only $1.99, so these are economy price comics.
Very much so. But still a really good story.
Yeah.
From Mark Millar.
Nightwing is on #104. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Continuing the Titans tie-in storyline here.
M&K.
Did you know that's an homage to a meme?
To a meme?
There's and I saw they showed somewhere, I guess on the FOC forum, they showed the meme that it homages to. I'd never seen it before. If you watch the video, the short little video, yes, it is exactly that scene with a whole bunch of just like frat dudes happens. But yeah, I have no knowledge of it other than being told that happened.
Okay.
I'm very glad that I'm not aware of memes. I'm happy that way.
I'm gonna try this again.
Sorry.
Aman-K Nahulpan. That sound right?
Good enough for me.
That is the variant cover for Nightwing 104. That may be their first cover. I don't recognize that name from before.
I'm not familiar with the name at all.
I like the cover.
That is
I like they're reflected in the pollen.
That is a really fun cover.
And then Jamal Campbell has done cover C,
which I think is a super fun cover.
Now I have to stand up.
Doing my cover picks every week is getting to. I need the box. Is getting harder and harder because I put it in front of my face. There are just too many good covers anymore. Thankfully, there's also good stories, but there are definitely good covers. Lots and lots and lots of good covers. I'm waiting for you.
Okay. Red Zone from AWA. Raza has done the 3rd issue of the 4-issue series.
That does not look like a Raza cover.
Mark Ellerby has done the A cover of Rick and Morty #5 from Oni Press. And Fred Stressing has done the B cover.
Is he stressing? Really?
Yes, Fred is stressing. Look at them.
I know. I understand the feeling well.
We have another 1 in 25 for an issue that came out last week or the week before. I'm not sure. Poison Ivy #12, 1 in 25 by Mahani.
That is a seriously fine cover.
Then we have Pop-Up #2, I believe. Yes, Pop-Up #2. John Clark did the variant cover, did the cover for that.
I was really surprised by number one of this.
Kill.
That's really surprised by number one for pop-up. It's very sedate and calm, not at all like the cover was. So I'm really curious to see how the story progresses. You could have read it without any. There's no jump scares or anything like that in the first issue. In fact, it was primarily all set up, so it wasn't a whole lot scary. But
Exhibit B, the talking Judy doll.
it was a really good storyline.
Kill.
I can't get my finger into them. There we go.
One of my favorite books, Quested from Whatnot Publishing, is on number 6. This is just super fun, silly D&D stuff. Kit Wallace variant cover. Michael Calero, excuse me, a Hellboy homage cover. Trevor Richardson has done the video game homage to Legend of Zelda. I love that. John Boy Myers has done the fan art incentive, which is a 1 in 10.
That is a fun cover, in spite of our camera hating it.
We have the light on, so it's definitely the
I just
camera.
can't get the light in the right place.
Tam
'cause then it's glary.
McWeeny has done issue number 2 for Roach Mill.
Also with Robbie.
Nimit Malavia has done the A cover for Sandman Universe Dead Boy Detectives, number 6 of 6. So this finishes off those Dead Boy Detectives. And Alex Ekman-Lawn has done the variant cover.
Unfortunately, I've not had a chance to read anything but the first issue, but the covers have been really nice, and I am looking forward to getting caught up now that it's over.
This is a number 2 of a book that I don't think we got number 1 of, so I wish you'd gotten a description of this one because I don't know anything about this book. Francesco Tomaselli has done the A cover for Soko, number 2. And Lorenzo Temeta has done the variant cover of Soko.
Who's it from?
It is from Sumerian. He's going to see if he can find a description so we can find out what this book is about.
Routine traffic stop for 2. Yeah, we did. Didn't we?
Mm-mm.
A routine traffic stop for 2 Serbian beat cops quickly descends into corruption and betrayal as a dark trail of evidence leads to the discovery of unimaginable depravity. Mark Wade says Soko is, quote, energetic and kinetic as hell. It gripped me from page 1 and wouldn't let go. Traffic cop stop gone bad. I'd swear I'm really sure we got number 1, but anyway.
King Spawn is on number 22. 22. And Kevin Keane has done the variant cover for King Spawn.
It's a very fun cover.
Which also should have a full backer. There's several of these books that don't have full backers. We can't read what they are. Spider-Man 2099, Dark Genesis is on number 4. And we have a Ken Lashley 2099 frame variant. And Rod Reese did the connecting variant. Which I'm assuming connects to another issue.
All 4 or 5, however long the storyline is, has connecting variants, yes.
Hallows Eve is on issue number 3. So she is just going out to town with her little story here. And Joshua Swaby has done the variant cover there. And my favorite, Scotty Young.
It's a fun cover.
I love it. Darth Vader Black, White, and Red is on issue number 2. And Salvador Larroca did the variant cover. These Black, White, and Reds have been really popular. And we sold out with number 1 pretty quickly, but we got some restock in.
Got some restock in, and there's a second print coming out as well.
Rafael de la Torre has done the A cover for Star Wars High Republic number 10. This is the second volume of High Republic. And Star Wars Hyperspace Stories is on number 5. This is the kids' stories books.
The all ages.
All ages story for, and there's anger, fear, aggression, the dark side of the Force, are they? That was not my Yoda impersonation, in case you were wondering. Static number 4. Shadows of Dakota.
So I wonder why those two both have Disney on it, but this one doesn't. do all the Dark Horse stuff have Disney? And if so, what's the differentiation between those and the Marvel stuff?
Dark Horse has the all ages.
But why put Disney on that, and not the others? Disney owns all of it.
616 variant that has come in this week for Strange Academy Finals. Number 6? Number 6.
Number 6, yeah, that's the last
which
issue.
is the last issue. Super awesome story, super awesome read. I highly recommend Strange Academy to everybody.
Is it a complete wrap up, like done, no more?
Well, I mean, it ends with them saying it's time to welcome in the new class, but you don't know who they are. You just, yeah.
So if Scotty Young wants to run the series, they could. It'd just be different characters, different kids, different students.
Yep. And there is the full art of that.
When we ordered the 616, I didn't realize that your girl was on it.
Yep.
They're in the graffiti background.
I was excited about that. Superman Action Comics is on issue number 1055. And we have a super fun Rafa Sandoval variant cover here. There is also a Bernard Chang AAPI variant cover featuring Monkey Prince.
Which I really like this cover.
Super fun. Little monkeys everywhere. And David Tolasky has done weightlifting challenge. I don't know. I like that he's just spinning it. Yeah, whatever.
Not much of a challenge to him. And Action Comics, keep in mind, is more of an anthology book now. So there's 4 different stories, I think, in each one. So definitely you should give it a try if you're at all into the supers. Each story spotlights different characters in the super family. Really good stuff. I'm enjoying all the Superman books now for a change.
Image. Supermassive is Image's one-shot that collects their superhero universe stories. They do a Supermassive every summer, or they have since they started.
When you say collects, you don't mean like reprint. You mean brings together.
No, brings together. It's a crossover event. There we go. That's what it is. Crossover one-shot. And this was on my list of being so excited to read this week, and I read it and I loved it, and so I highly recommend it. Like I commented last week or a week before last, that they are the first one that have really broken out of the we're not Marvel and DC, but we can have a superhero universe that everybody cares about. So yeah, it's good. I enjoyed the story a lot. I highly recommend it.
And the books in the Supermassive or in the Massive family, but besides just superheroes, there's also the crime story with no one and stuff like that. So it's not just one genre or one flavor of superhero either.
Thor is on issue number 34. Javier Guerin has done one of the variant covers.
The Spider-Verse variant.
And Mateus Mahani has done another variant cover.
See, these go quicker when you're over there.
They do. That's why I sat over here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Usagi Yojimbo is on number 3. And this is Where When. Usagi Yojimbo Where When. But number 3 is a full wraparound cover. So I'll let Derek hold that over there so he can show you. You got to back it up some. There you go.
There we go. You get the
And
gist.
there is a variant cover. So there you go. Terror War is on number 2. I read the description because I was curious. I haven't read the book yet. But apparently they are on a break and are deserving to get a drink. But there's a whole bunch of people coming after them. But they're going to get their drink, darn it. That's how the description sounds.
Okay. All righty. Well, when it's break time, it's break time.
Time Before Time.
Number...
something or other.
Yeah, this has been a while. Number 23.
All right. Vampirella is back. And I'm not sure she's even trying to wear that outfit.
No, not very much.
But anyway, it's Vampirella versus the Superpowers, number 1. It's a full...
I'll read you.
Oh, okay.
It's full throttle throwback action, courtesy of superstar writer Dan Abnett and Red Hot artist Pascal Qualano. Vampirella and her trusty sidekick Dynamite have become superheroes. and are assigned to save a world that looks strangely similar to 1940s Earth, rife with crime and corruption, and two-fisted superheroes who don't take kindly to meddling from interdimensional vampire aliens. Can Vampirella survive an onslaught of conflict from villains and heroes alike, all while solving a murder mystery and keeping her precocious sidekick alive?
This is the 1-in-7 ratio variant.
That cover is a nice cover, but it's even nicer in grayscale like that. Great
and
job.
This is Joseph Michael Linzner's 1-in-15.
Also a really solid pencil sketch.
And then the 1-in-20 is the Souza Micah full art.
That's it?
Mm-hmm. All right. Donny Cates brings Vanish number 7. And there's a variant cover by Daniel Warren Johnson. There's a variant cover by Sanford Green. And there is a super fun foil by Ryan Stedman, which I'm going to give to Derek as soon as he finishes playing with Vampirella. So he can hold it over there so you can see it.
I was not playing with Vampirella. Kind of hard to tell the reflection from the bag and the foil, but still.
Extreme Venomverse number 2. Ryan Stegman has Venom, the other variant. I think that's funny that's what he called it. Ken Lashley has the symbiote variant. And Peach Momoko didn't give a name to her variant. It's just Peach Momoko.
Is that Black Cat?
Does kind of look like a Peach Black Cat. And then Inahuki Lee. Oh, God, they spelled Inahuki Lee wrong. Is the 1-in-25.
A bunch of solid covers there for new variants in the Venomverse flavor.
Warlock Rebirth is on number 2. And the variant cover is by Phil Noto. All right, it's time for the next number 1, but Derek hasn't moved up the thing, so I can't read you about We Are Scarlet Twilight.
From Red 5 Comics.
It's 1938 and time to meet our hero, Captain Lancet. He's a Golden Age all-American crime buster who's about to accidentally create the world's greatest villain. He'll need to adjust to a strange new world, one that resembles Fritz Lang's Metropolis with some cyberpunk dystopia sprinkled in, if he wants to overthrow the totalitarian vampire cult that now dominates the world.
Dum dum dum.
Yeah. Okay.
We try to give a try to all the new, most publishers' number 1s.
What's the furthest place from here is on number 13. And Zoe Thorogood has done the variant cover there.
I have way lost track of this series, but it was a really interesting book when it started out.
I missed a couple of issues of that.
I definitely do recommend giving it a try if you're into dystopian punk.
Within temptation, in a distant future, an endless battle rages between the two species, an advanced but inherently humanoid species ruled by a techno-organic matriarch on one side and a cruel race of alien artificial intelligences on the other. Several stories collide to paint a sweeping portrait of the matriarch's life and her struggle to balance what she was created to be with the impossible forces that shape her. Based on the smash hit album Resist by legendary symphonic metal band Within Temptation.
Thought about trying to get a sample of their music or something, but then I realized, well, YouTube would shut us down, so there's no reason to even bother. But Opus is doing lots of different comics based on album storylines. I think that's interesting.
Bishop War College is on issue number 4. And the variant cover here by Corey Smith. Neo Mutants Lethal Legend is on number 3. Fernandez did the A cover, and David Lopez did the variant cover. And the new number 1 in the X-Men is Storm, which is going to be a 5-issue miniseries. Storm faces the blowback of her powers. Aurora Monroe, aka Storm, has been a thief, a goddess, and a leader of the X-Men, and she's just getting started. With her mutant ability to control the weather bolstered by her top-notch fighting skills, she's a formidable opponent like no other. as Callisto of the Morlocks can attest. But when an elemental power emerges near the Xavier Mansion, it'll take Storm to the limit of her powers and beyond. Get ready for an electrifying all-new series showcasing Storm's days of rocking her mohawk and leading the X-Men as she faces an all-new villain that will threaten to tear her apart from her team and what she thought she knew about herself.
This is a stupendous art germ variant.
It really is.
That is really nice. And then there's the Marvel Icons variant as well. And the main cover.
Rockin' the Mohawk.
Rockin' the Mohawk. Rockin' the Mohawk.
The Excellent is on issue number 3. And Exo Man of War Unconquered is on issue number 3.
And that wraps up our comic books for this week. So we'll hit the graphic novels and we will call it a night.
Well, first I'm going to show you this fun hat.
It is fun. Who's on it?
My Hero Academia.
Ah.
I'm not going to put it on because it's for sale. Ava's Demon, Book 1, Reborn. This is an original graphic novel, I believe.
From Image Comics.
Poison Ivy, The Virtuous Cycle, hardcover of the current Poison Ivy series, numbers 1 through 6. Monster Guild starts our manga, and that is issue number 2. We have Overlord, which is number 17. We have A Story of 7 Lives. It is such a cute story. This is the entire manga, the complete manga collection in one issue.
Not a huge cat fan myself, but the cover is really
cute.
Really nice.
And this is the Sungam Project. That is a new number 1, but Derek doesn't get descriptions of number 1s of manga.
You can do that real quick.
We can see if we can.
You can.
While he looks for that description,
folks.
I will pull out the next thing so you can see. That's right, the Green Ranger. Oops. It's really hard for me to do this with my dyslexia. The Green Ranger has his own super cool statue now. Super fun. Nice size, about the size of my head. Find it yet? In the western Pacific Ocean floats an island archipelago, cut off from the world and full of mysteries. Scientific secrets that some believe are the best forgotten, decaying monuments to an era of human decadence 2 centuries gone, and strange radioactive monsters that tear apart any human beings foolish enough to set foot there. Its name, spoken only in whispers, Japan. It's illegal to go near this dangerous place, but after being torn from his family and convicted on a false charge, that's exactly where Leon has been sent. An experienced soldier of fortune, Leon is tasked with retrieving a powerful weapon called Sugumi. Together, they can stay alive fine enough to find this Sugumi? Just what the hell it is, anyway, if that's even the right question, and does it have anything to do with the quiet, brutal girl with talon feet who swoops in to save Leon's life? I think they probably should have said that part before they said together.
Who was the they all of a sudden? But I guess the quiet, brutal, taloned feet girl with taloned feet is the other half of they.
Yeah, I think they should have put that above before they started talking about they.
I guess that's her floating up in the top there.
I guess so.
But definitely, I almost made it.
It sounds interesting.
Yeah, I almost made it an anticipated read for me, but it's manga, so I won't ever actually read it. So I didn't, but it does sound interesting.
And last but not least, we have a new My Hero Academia pop. We have Twice the Secret Hideout.
Twice the Secret Hideout? Huh? Why is it called Twice the Secret Hideout?
Because he's Twice.
Oh, he is Twice, and he's in a secret hideout. Got you. I thought Twice was the name of the secret hideout. I don't know My Hero Academia. So, alrighty then.
That's it. We're done, guys.
And we are, although I can't see the time right now because I'm not on the right screen whatsoever. There we go.
Hey, look, there we are.
I know it says Twice instead of up there. Oh, you moved it. I'm like, why was it? It was blocked up there, but no, you moved it, so it's not blocked anywhere. Anyway, We are done. I'm going to stop babbling. Don't you all like it much better when I don't have to talk so much? I know I do.
And what's our time frame?
All right, 45 minutes.
See?
Well, 46
See,
minutes.
I am good at this.
Yep. There are a lot less books than last week, especially. I mean, if you notice, there was like no number one between, I think, B and V. Yeah. Go back to watch my rant last week, and then just keep in mind that there were next to no number ones this week. Yeah, great scheduling, folks. Anyway,
a lot.
Anyway, that's it. No contest, nothing fun this week that I can think of. I started to ask about if you know who I was when I said rock the whatever you said. What did you say? Rock the something? I don't know. Anyway, babbling over. Hitting end broadcast.
I have
Bye.
no idea. Bye.
Come see Joetta tomorrow. I won't be here, so you won't have to worry about me babbling.